This house not only stands as a symbol of architectural beauty, but also as a witness to history and a sanctuary for the famous. But once the Jefferson Airplane moved in, the house became more than just a residence. It was a cultural epicenter where the band members, their friends, artists, and other oddballs gathered together. The airplane's communal lifestyle encouraged collaboration and creativity, leading to the production of some of the band's most innovative work. The mansion's rooms were often filled with the sounds of jam sessions, songwriting, and the general chaos of the countercultural movements. Celebrities, scholars, drug enthusiasts, and pretty much everybody living out there on the fringe all made their way through the front doors here at 2400. One unnamed character, a shadowy figure described by the airplane's lead singer, Grace Slick, as, quote, a carpenter, martial arts instructor, and drug dealer. Well, he slithered into the basement and made himself at home just as the band was moving in themselves. Now, apparently the mysterious roommate set up a collection of nitrous oxide tanks down in the belly of the beast, the basement, where the band got high, like really high. In her 1998 memoir, Somebody to Love, Grace Slick recounts the bizarre rituals that took place down there in the basement, stating, quote, the band members would descend into the underworld now and then, forming a circle on the floor around those ominous blue metal totems, she wrote. Now, the ringleader of this nitrous-filled circus was the road manager John Shear, who would expertly manipulate a 6-spigot handle perched atop the nitrous oxide tanks. This innovative device allowed everybody to get high simultaneously, which proved to be the true communal everybody over the side plunge into the chemically induced madness. This house quickly turned into the heartbeat of the Hate District, a psychedelic sanctuary where hippies could go to have the lines between reality and delirium blurred. It was a place where every session was a trip to the edge of the known universe.
There was an energy starting to form here in the Bay Area, specifically one that Garcia could feel himself, and he wanted to be part of that. Specifically, he wanted to create the music that would help foster and ignite this change, all while bonding its listeners. And to accomplish that, Jerry Garcia knew he needed to be surrounded by competent musicians who didn't mind getting a little weird now and again. Because at the end of the day, Jerry Garcia knew that playing with subpar musicians, it wasn't going to take him or anyone else further. And that's what it was all about back in 1965, going further. Back there, in the left-hand little corner, Jerry Garcia, Bob Weir, Bill Kreutzmann, Dana Morgan Jr., and Pigpen played for the very first time in their creation of a band named the Warlocks. The Warlocks eventually went on to change their name to none other than the Grateful Dead. But right here in this corner is a slice of history where the beginnings of the Dead truly started right here in this corner. And as I stand here talking to the camera, I have an energy buzzing throughout my body like it's very tough to describe, but you can feel a lot of energy coming out of here. Got special privileged access here inside the original Magoo's Pizza Parlor. The band The Warlocks played for the first time and made history. And this is also where Jerry sat Phil Lesh down in one of the vinyl booths and recruited him to become the new bass player for the new band, The Grateful Dead. Now, we all know the Doobie Brothers as being a giant among giants in the world of classic rock. The band has conquered every rock and roll fiasco imaginable, and along the way, they've sold more albums than the Waffle House sold waffles. And with a healthy roster of songs that you can shake your butt to, the Doobie Brothers have put up 16 top 40 hits throughout their career. And that, my friends, is no small feat. So it comes as no surprise that on November 7th, 2020, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland, Ohio, opened its doors to the Doobie Brothers. But that's not all. The band even got keys to the city, because why the hell not? These guys are best-selling musicians, for God's sakes. Since the early 70s, the Doobie Brothers have been maestros of the classic rock world, venturing into uncharted musical territories, and of course, accidentally stumbling face-first into a new genre of music, appropriately dubbed yacht rock. But long before keys of any city were handed over to the Doobie Brothers, the band got their start right here in the Bay Area, playing the biker bars, back alley clubs, and of course, the infamous Chateau Liberty up in the Santa Cruz Mountains. People describe Jimmy as a regular, fun-loving, good-humored kiddo. But then something tragic happened to the young boy. Something so tragic that it left a deep impact on Jim and it shifted his entire psyche. Jim claimed that when he was only 4 years old, he and his family were traveling through the New Mexico desert when the family car came upon a horrible accident where a Native American man lay dying on the side of the road. Jim's mother told him not to look, but it was too late. The scene was chaotic and haunting, and Jim believed that the spirit of the man who just passed away actually leapt into his own soul and took over control of his body. The incident made such a deep impact on the boy, years later he wrote about it in his own lyrics for the song Peace Frog. The lyrics state, quote, "Indians scattered on dawn's highway, bleeding ghosts crowd the young child's fragile eggshell mind." Jim's experience witnessing a death became a cornerstone of his personal mythology. But it did a lot more than just that. It also influenced his fascination with Native American culture and shamanism, two distinct themes that can be seen throughout his lyrics and performances.